Missed it. But that was hot. What's up, guys? Welcome back to AC Designs Garage, and on this installment we're going to be doing the flip kit on the SquareBody Suburban. We're going to be cutting all the bump stop junk off and all that stuff so we can get her down low. And also make sure you count how many times me and Dad hits her head on the bottom of this thing. I think the record right now is about 10 from the front, so here we go. We can get the drive shaft bolts loose. Get it took out the way. Yeah. Good gravy. Daddy must have tightened that one. I'm just going to take it out and lay it on these sawhorses. These are them metal sawhorses we get from Lowe's. I got these years ago when I was painting the engine stands. Oh, come on. Figure out how to tighten this thing. There we go. Whew. Get these non-reversible wrenches. You get in a bind with them. Anyways, this is these metal sawhorses. They're about 1,500 pounds a piece. So all I'm gonna do is let this thing rear end touch down on it, and then we'll pop these U-bolts out and let her just sit there. Taking the drive shaft off just in case. I don't know if we're going to have to move the rear end out to get these leaf springs. I think I can just set it down and pick it up off of it, but I'd rather go ahead and pull it out now. Just have to do it after a while, because once we get the rear end down, the lift's going to be a lot lower and all that good stuff. So I'm probably going to leave that and dangling and put the boat back in. I don't know if it'll clear out or not. It may. So instead of making y'all sitting there watching how slow I work, I'm gonna get this apart real quick. And I think instead of taking the brake system loose, I don't want to have to bleed it. I think what we're going to do is we're going to let it down on the stands here, and then try to fish out the leaf springs, and then let it all down, up, down. You'll see all that good stuff we're going to do, but jack her on down. I'll holler when.
Shock mount over here ain't going to get hit.
I think it's gold. Oh yeah! Yeah! That's more I got. should be good.
Need a little oil.
But that one's hot.
Smoking. Don't touch that one. Another smoking.
Alright guys, we tried to cut it, but I don't know if you guys could see it. Let me get my little flashlight out. We're going to have to make us a C10 front leaf spring tool removal. But if you look down in there, yep, watch out, magnet's got it. I don't think you guys can see it, but there's a nut down in there that we got to get, because for some reason Chevrolet did not capture it. So it's the one that goes through here. So what we're going to do is we got this El Cheapo 7/8 wrench, and we measured, and we're going to go basically put a 90 down in there to where we can just stick this wrench in and drop it down and hopefully hold that and buzz that out, because man, this is a nightmare. I knew it was. It's already about 12 o'clock. I've been down here since 9 and I ain't hardly got nothing done. So maybe a 2-day project. Let's see. We're gonna take it in there. I'm gonna put a bend on it. We're gonna see how much room we got here and make sure there's enough, and we'll get back at it. All right, we're gonna cut this thing at, mark it at 3.
Is that about right out there?
Yeah, I'd say right in there. We'll do 3.5. Put that in the vise, heat her up, and bend her down. If you got sacrifice tools, guys, make sure they're the cheap Chinese ones. Alright, now we're going to get out the man torch. Actually, the welding end. Clear out the line. Yeah, you can go on down with it. I'd say pretty close to a 9, right around there. That's the flaky stuff. Alright, we'll just let her cool, because you don't want to quench it because it'll break. Alright guys, here's our new in the box C10 wrench. It still ain't cooled off yet. You have to let it naturally cool, but basically what it does is it's going to drop down in that hole like that and hold that bolt. It ain't. Like that, we're going to be able to hold it, hopefully, or hold the nut on the back side and take that out. So you need one that's 3.5 inches up. That's what this one is for the SquareBody tools. So this will go in the specialty drawer, 7/8. All right. Is it working?
Yeah.
Yay!
Do it easy, huh? You could get a dog yourself, huh? Pull it easy. Look at that dog up here. Doing it down here on the inside. Get tired, let me know.
Good old C10 wrench working. Man, that thing is tight. Yeah. I was hoping it broke. Not the wrench, but the bolt or the nut. Need a rotator.
Have a turn. Come on. Alright. Yeah.
Ow. Number 2.
Now you're coming out of the lock now. You can probably get it with the air wrench now, easy.
I don't think it'll fit because I put that thing back. Let's keep going. Workout. Who needs a gym membership? All you need is a SquareBody Chevrolet. Let's go to the water brush.
You can probably get it without the pipe now.
It's pretty tight still. Not as tight as it was. Is it off? Yep. You got that much tension, maybe I need to bump it up just a little bit. That's it. We knock it out from this side. Add a chisel.
Yeah, that's it.
Did it cut all the way through?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now can you hit it? Alright, let's slide her all the way to that way.
I'm going to take the half out of the middle.
Get my chisel on it now.
Probably good. It's going to twist. Like a 1/16, I think a chisel will take that out. She loose.
Spring's out, ain't no problem.
Garbage. Stay here, probably still tight. And cut in half and still can't get the head off the stupid thing. There she goes. Man, that thing is tight. Guys, these square bodies are the hardest things to work on. I like my old stuff better. Whew. We're gonna fight this for all day. It's like 3 o'clock. Just now getting the front 2 bolts out, cut out anyway. Got to drive a wedge in there and then try to get a cutoff wheel in there. Wow, there she is. Right. Yeah, right. Well, we can cut it off. We got them. cops here ain't no joke. That's how you take bolts out of these things. Cutting wheels. Don't even get the wrenches out. Get your cutting wheels, air compressor, grinders, all that good stuff. You won't have trouble. You won't waste 5 hours like we just did. So, knock this one out, we'll be done. That's off the spring. There it goes. Ah. Garb. These springs out are unhooked. Okay. If that falls out, everything ain't gonna hurt nothing. Is that good? Let me take a. Yeah.
Probably take that prize bar and put it.
Maybe this will work. Yeah, it's in here's got it. It ain't. You want to balance it. Okay. I'll come help you get it. I got the back. I got this one. I'll hurt your back, I think it's heavy. Alright, I got this end. You got it? Yeah, just don't trip over nothing. There's a croissant. So hard for just because it can.
That's the way I want to be.
I'm getting no mind. Let's flip it upside down and probably come out of this. The archer here. How is Bill? Go get it.
8 hours for
4 bolts, 8 hours. And wild hairdos, but it's hot. We're gonna pick up and go to the house. We'll see y'all tomorrow if I can get out of bed. All right, guys, we're shutting the shop up. I want to show you what it is in here. And it's nice and cool in here. It's hot, humid and hot. What is the humidity? In here is 50%. It's probably worse than that outside. So let's go in the air conditioner, eat a bean, and come back tomorrow. Well, what's up, guys? Welcome to the next morning. We're out here, hopefully the last morning, because I am tired of waking up with my hands all sore. I guess that's what happens when you get old. Anyhow, what we're going to start off doing first is, if you've never cut out these hot set rivets and stuff, they're not too bad. What we're going to do is we're going to cut an X in them. You got to have 2 tools if you're taking these out. And don't fool with trying to drill them out, none of that. Just save up by tools if you can. It'll save you a lot of heartache. Take your cut-off wheel and cut it all the way down to the plate here in an X, and then get your air hammer out and just cut the heads off. Then you change it and put the little pokey thing and pop them straight out. That is the fastest way to do it. So that's what we're gonna fixing to do here. So I'm gonna get you set up. I'm gonna start. Alright guys, that's about what you're going to want to cut. Just cut an X in the top. We're going to knock them off and hopefully this thing going to fall off. We'll see. Alright, here's the ends we're going to be using on the, we're going to use the chisel tip and the little poker tip. And we're using the good old Ingersoll Rand. Make sure you're wearing hearing protection. That's probably why I'm screaming. I got earplugs in, but these things make a lot of racket. First we're gonna take the chisel and we're gonna knock the heads off, and then we're gonna take that little poker and drive her on through. See how easy that comes off? We have to grind some more on. Yeah, it was loose. It popped down. Maybe I'd put that air hammer on it and pop it down.
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah, let me. Missed it. Missed it. Just like everything else, I guess we'll just cut them heads off. I'm just gonna cut the heads off with the cutoff wheel and they're gone.
Now you mold it back to you.
Alright guys, there you go. We're gonna grind that, clean it up, put a little black paint on it. And if we have to C-notch it, we can, but I hope we don't. I don't think we are. Yep, we're gonna do the other side, and we're gonna get to putting some leaf spring, or at least knocking bushings out. Alright guys, a couple of things you're going to need on this here project before you start on it is you're going to need a respirator, because what you're going to do is we got to heat this center pin up, because they're, I guess they're vulcanized, what they're called. They got a steel outer rubber, and then they got a steel like little shim thing in there that the bolt rides through. The 9/16, 4.5 inch long 9/16 fine thread bolt's what it is, grade 8 if you're looking to see it. Looking to get one, so you're going to need oxyacetylene torch. You may be able to do it with the regular old MAP gas propane, you know, the little ones like you get at the home improvement place. But what we're going to do, you can see here, that's the steel outer, and this is the bolt we had to cut off. And what we're going to do is we're just going to heat this up as hot as we can get it, because we're going to try to melt this and move this out the bottom, because you don't want to heat this. This is spring steel, this is tempered, you don't want to take the spring out of it. So we're going to heat this up and get this thing pretty hot, and then we're going to take a air hammer, knock this center out, we'll get all the rubber out, then we'll take the cutting tip on the air hammer and just cut this edge out back and forth and pop it out. And when you get your new one in, it looks like this right here, brand new. You just drive them in with a hammer. I'll tell you the socket size we use. You can use a piece of pipe. This is 1.5 inches. You just find something that's the size of the outside of the bushing and drive it in with a hammer. But we'll show that here in a minute. So I'm gonna get you back on the tripod real quick. You need something to clean out the inside of that spring where it's at. It's pretty corroded. You can use sandpaper or whatever, but these little flapper discs here work good too. So respirator, gloves, all that good stuff. Here we go. Also guys, keep your fire extinguisher or water hose or something, and don't be under this stuff because it drops out like little fire bombs. We'll get suited up. You went the wrong way. Let me get this up. I never would have guessed that thing would have come back backwards. I was watching that thing come up. I was like, what in the world? I was like, keep going, whatever.
That's what don't stop now.
Spot right there, maybe it is rolled over. You gotta try to get y'all where y'all can see it. It's got this old rust film in here. You're gonna want to clean that out. Now you can take like a 1-inch dowel with a piece of sandpaper if you don't think you gotta have one of these. It just makes life easier. The only thing better tools do is make stuff faster. Everything will sand the same, but this just makes it a lot faster. We're just gonna basically polish the inside of this. We're not wanting to really remove any material. We're just taking this rust and stuff out. All we're going to do is put just a little bit of anti-seize around the end of it where it'll start good. Also, make sure you put some of this anti-seize in your bolt, because these here we couldn't even drive out with the air impact. Just going to put a little bit around it and use the old 1.5 inches or a piece of pipe, whatever you got. You want something the size of this little lip here so you can press it and try to drive it in as straight as you can. Check it every now and then, that looks good. You drive her on home. Make sure she's seated all the way around. One for luck. She done. Ready to we'll check our bolt real quick. 9/16, 4.5 inch, 9/16. I think it's a 9/16 18, grade 8. we use these Stover nuts. Make sure you get some of these guys. These things work great. You can take them on and off. They're a lock nut. And that's going to be her. 2 flat washers on the outside. She's ready to go back on. All right, guys. Well, that's really not that hard to do if you got the right process. And like I said, you're going to have a bunch of tools to do this. You need that air chisel, and you're going to need some kind of torch. Faster job, but I'll link this stuff in the description below. Guys, did you see that thing come up out there? It's like Daddy done turned into a snake charmer or something. I don't know. I've never saw anything come up like that. That was nuts. But anyway, it's getting hot. We're going to go eat a bean. We'll be back. Get as close as you can.
Yeah, we got about 4 inches. A little more. Alright, let me see if I have
Probably just beat it in. I had to think about that. I got
that end's going to come.
Good there. Let's get them started. Cool. There we go. All right. Yay! That one's in. I gotta do this kind of. I got this a little. I gotta move my hand. I gotta get her to help her. There we go.
How much do you need?
About a 1/2 inch. A little more, a little more, a little more, a little more. Let's see, give me a little more if you can. All right, just rest. I'm gonna beat it in.
Pressure off of it.
Oh, I know what it needs. Hamper. There we go. Alright guys, we're installing these 10 work fabrication flip kits. We're going to put it in the front hole. That's what I've been told, so we're going to see. This is pretty easy. It just goes under that like that. And we'll make sure this is about to come back a little bit like that. I'll pick her up. Okay, that's pretty close because I'm about to go put the one in the other side too, and then we'll just pick the Surburban up, and it'll set it on it for us. This is supposed to, I think, correct the wheelbase on it or something, but let's go do the other side. There we go. I can guide that as we. I was gonna get it stuck into things. If you wanna, let's see. I may just bump it up just a little bit. We'll just get lined up now. You put any weight on it. I hate to release real quick.
Go up a little more. 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 Alright.
I just want to get it where they'll line, kind of line up. I close my eyes and pretend I'm looking at it. Ain't a whole lot of room. Thank you, Chevrolet engineers, for your ingenious design here. You'll have to bend wrenches and can't see what I'm doing. And putting stuff like this where I can't get a impact wrench against it. There it is. Can you see that? I can turn this to let it go against that. Is it good? Get your knuckles in between there.
Wait a minute. The wrench might be behind it.
Right there. I'm making a washer out of the wrench.
Washer out the wrench. Okay. Now you got it.
I was like, man, we looking at that thing done tightened up. I ain't gonna go for an hour and a half.
Use the wrench for a washer.
Is that a full nut?
Yeah.
Alright, let me back it off.
Full nut plus 5 thread.
The work I'll go through to put something on the ground.
Good gracious.
Dropping in from the top. Yeah, I was gonna put the plate in. And a grease here.
Not much.
Don't need much. Let me get some on the threads. Gets in the nut. I don't like to paint too much. I'll be wearing it.
Oh, I'm already wearing it.
You can drop it in. It should be fine. Put us line it up for it buzzing on it. Alrighty. I think I won't be one of them wildfire lifts, guys. I won't be a 4-post. That way I ain't gotta worry about stuff like this. Yeah. Alright guys, got all that put together. That tin work stuff works really good. Bump stops out, new bolts in, flip kit, drive shaft. So now, before I quit for today, I'm tired. It's super hot. We're gonna put the tires on and put her on the ground. See what she looks like. So let's do it. Alright, going down. Alright, squish her on.
You ready?
Yeah. Ooh, that back's looking gnarly. Is it sitting on the left now? No?
Yeah.
It's on spring. Woo-wee. Now the back. Man, that back's tough looking. That thing looks like a pro street. Yeah, it does. Hey, gravy. Thing looks killer. We'll get it out in the yard the next couple days where y'all would see it good. But man, wow, that rake it thing's got. Ugh, hitches. That hitches down there. Man, that is hot rod right there if I've ever seen it. I think I'm past the 20 stage. I think the hot rod looks a whole lot better to me, but man, it looks good. Phew. What y'all think? That is tough. Look at this. Them big balonies tucked up in there, nice. That's just a flip kit, 6-inch drop. 275/60 15s on a 15 by 8.5. Look at that. She's down there, but she ain't horrible. Except for the front control arms are a little low, but I think I'm gonna have to deal with that. But yeah, front's perfect stance. Whew. She'll back off that. Let's get up under here and look. I mean, not horrible. I think that back picked it up about, it's almost, I bet you my block will slide under it now. Let's do with our filler gauge. This wouldn't go under it before. Shoot, what? We got 2 inches under our control arm. All right, guys, we got the jacks pulled out and it was sitting on the left arm, so she got a little bit lower. She looks killer, guys. I am super happy with this. That back shot though, man, look at that. Got them big old bolognas up in there. Fills that fender well up. I like my 3/4 angle. It looks good. Still good and drivable. I gotta put some shocks on it. I think it'll help stiffen her up a little bit, but probably gonna air shock the rear in case I need to pull a hot rod or something with it. Check that out. All right, guys, we got one more day of filming. I think we'll be done. That'll be 2 weeks. I'm done. Hope you guys enjoy this and share this around to everybody. Check out how hot it is, guys. Same temperature was yesterday. 50% humidity, 100 degrees. Nah. All right, guys, we tried to pull it off the pad. It's a little too low. It's dragging exhaust. I gotta move that up. We knew that anyway. And I forgot to film it when I had it right here off the back of the pad, so we'll just walk you around tightly on the pad. It looks pretty good. I may stick the picture that I took that you're gonna see on the thumbnail and just and y'all let me know what you think about it. So killer sitting out there. I wanted to get it out in the yard and get a level where y'all could see it. We'll do that next week. But you can see here now, this thing don't drop off a lot, but you can see the exhaust rubbing here, exhaust rubbing all the way up through there. And then we came out here and the hitch dug in the ground right here. So hey, that's stuff you got to deal with lowered vehicles. Sometimes it's just worth it to a little bit of headache, but next week we'll get the stuff sorted out and we're gonna do a video next week. Make sure y'all tune in for it, and we'll pull it out in the yard and let you look at it good then. But how much I have in this drop and the wheels and everything and where we sit and everything we've used. But yeah, guys, I think that's gonna be a wrap for this week. She's looking sweet, I do say. I'll especially thank Daddy for helping. He busted his hind end out here for a lot of hours in 1,000 degree. I mean, it's like I'm wringing wet. I ain't been out here an hour trying to get this thing ready, but he busted his butt and I really appreciate that. And I really appreciate you guys for watching this stuff. And if you've been here this long, you're our core audience. You're our hot rod buddies. So I'm gonna drop links in the description below of all the stuff that we used. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, and all that stuff. I'm going in to get me a bean and some cold Diet Pepsi because I'm about to thirst to death. So, the sweat out of my eyes. Remember, guys, be kind to one another. Jesus loves you, so do we. God bless. We gone.